Yo, what is up, guys? It's the owner of Anarchy RSTS here. We actually have super exciting news today, guys. So I've sent a message to the YouTuber to see whether or not he can make a video by the end of this week, guys. Now, I'm hoping that we'll have a video come out this weekend if you guys are wondering what my plan is, but the video's already paid for, guys. I just have to make the script, and then he has to figure out what time the video can come out. But very exciting stuff, guys, because we're actually doing the new IRL giveaway. Basically, if you're in maybe like the top 25 on the leaderboard, which is basically in the top 50%, then you will have a chance to win, for example, $100 PayPal, or, we could also do a OSRS giveaway with a few hundred mil as well. So I'm thinking like, people might want PayPal more, or more people might have PayPal accounts, but a lot of my players, I'm sure, do have OSRS accounts as well. So either one will work, but I'm leaning more towards the PayPal stuff because I feel like that could attract more players. But anyways, guys, in this video we're going to talk about some people have suggestions for the ice start, as well as I want to talk about maybe donation deals, the new donation goal, as well as IRL stuff, guys. I do have new updates, for example, related to girls, jobs, and maybe music related stuff. But anyways, guys, let's talk about the ice start suggestions really quick. So what's a little bit scary about making a permanent ice start is that the ice starts really fast and it's really powerful, and I don't know actually how strong it is. So sometimes I'll set up an event and you guys will notice that for example, one of the events was at multi or whatever. So then it turned out that if it's at multi, then someone with a cannon could like take over. But actually, if someone has a Dragonfire staff, then they're really able to take over the event. So I didn't realize Dragonfire staff would be so overpowered. But honestly, I kind of want to compare the Ice Dart to the Death Touch Dart. Now, obviously, Death Touch Dart is probably better because it's able to insta-kill, but the Ice Dart could be really strong as well, especially if it was infinite. Then you would be able to throw it at every boss that you fight, and then a boss like Araxor or Lucian, they would not be as difficult at all. So it's a little bit scary, but the cool thing is that at least it would force players to kind of switch between, like, if someone did have a permanent ice dart, then they switch between that permanent ice dart and their regular weapon. So it's kind of like a strategy type of thing. So that's kind of cool. But honestly, it could be an item in the future, but I do want to test out, or really watch and see how strong it is. So yeah, I want to see like players kind of use it. I could use it myself and test it out in raids 3 and raids 4. But once I see the players go to raids 3, raids 4, or other bosses, then I really start to figure out, how strong is this item? I don't want to release an item that's so strong to the game, and then like, people could very easily do like raids 3 and raids 4, and then who knows? Like the item is very exciting though. I feel like a permanent ice dart does sound really cool, and maybe we can have it almost as like a, if you get first place in a competition, maybe you get a permanent ice dart. That would be kind of cool. But anyways, guys, what else we want to talk about is maybe a donation deal. Someone wanted to sell an in-name donation, which I thought was really cool. But also some other people want to buy, like I've been saying, they might want to buy like a ring or a bow or some armor or even weapon tiers, which allows you to get your damage up on your weapon significantly. For example, you can basically make like a Noxus sword, or if you have a bow, you can make it do like twice as much damage pretty easily. But also the new donation goal, guys, the presets interface is going to be really exciting. I'll probably end up working on that next month and probably finishing it as well. So I have not made a custom interface for a while, guys, but that one seems like it could be a little difficult. But, I put together some custom interfaces myself. For example, the tutorial island one where you choose your game mode, I kind of made that one. And then there's definitely a few other ones, but that one's a pretty good one. But anyways, now I think we can talk about the IRL stuff, guys, because we got out of the way, like the fact that we're having a video hopefully by the end of this week with the IRL giveaway type of thing. Very exciting stuff. So anyways, IRL stuff, guys. I've been talking to, let's see, there's a girl that's like, well, it's a little bit difficult because I'm trying to talk to her about, she's making Facebook posts which say like that things might not be going so good with her ex or whatever. And then I guess I try and talk to her about it. And I guess I've only been talking to her for like 2 months or whatever. But she's able to talk about those things with some of her closer friends, but she doesn't want to really talk about those types of things with me. And she doesn't tell me she doesn't want to talk about it. Actually, what she does is she just says like that nothing happened. So she'll make like, for example, there was a week where she made, quite a few posts about things not working out with her ex or whatever. And then I asked her about it, but she said that like nothing happened. So obviously that might mean she doesn't want to talk about it really. So I don't know. I'm trying to be like supportive, I guess, but I feel like it's a little difficult if I can't like talk about problems that arise. But who knows? Maybe I'd just be able to tell funny stories or whatever, and then be able to do it that way. But anyways, I went to the bar recently, and actually in one weekend I was able to add one girl on Facebook, and then the next day I added another girl on Instagram and Snapchat. So that's pretty cool. And then also that weekend I even added another person on Facebook as well. So I basically added like three girls on social media, which is super cool. But anyways, I'm talking to one of them. I'm trying to talk to another one, and then I'm trying to talk to the third one as well. But so far, like one of them is kind of getting back to me, and the other two don't seem as interested to talk or whatever. But maybe I'll update you guys a little bit more on that later. But also, I actually have my dubstep songs coming out. I've uploaded them all to the internet or whatever, so that they're going to be distributed onto SoundCloud, onto some other services as well. For example, Spotify is a big one. Also, YouTube, kind of interesting. But I actually got 3 likes on one of my songs that I was on. What was it? Spotify or no, it was on SoundCloud. And the 3 likes were from bots actually, which were trying to sell me like likes on. I was wondering like one of my songs has 3 likes and one has 0 likes, so I was wondering if one song was better than the other one. But really, it was just they were trying to sell me likes or whatever. But anyways, that's kind of a lot of the IRL updates I have for you guys. Another cool one is they're trying to get me my second interview for one of my jobs, and then another one of my applications I actually just applied today, and then surprisingly, some recruiter got back to me like instantly, almost like 10, 15 minutes after I did the email or whatever, or did the application. He sent me an email. So he's just wondering how much I want to make. And so I always give them a really low number. Like, for example, they say one number, and then I'll put a number that's like 30% below that number. They're like, do you want to make this much? I'm like, nah, I just want to make this much. But the thing is, like, I heard that even if you give them a low salary expectation or whatever, that actually they might just be required to pay you, what they're supposed to pay you. So they just want to make sure that maybe the number you give them isn't too high or whatever. But there is one instance where there's someone with a lot more experience than me. Then what I said was I set a super low salary expectation, and so basically the recruiter said like, oh, well that might be beneficial because the other person has a lot more experience than you. So maybe they will want to hire you because you want to get paid a little bit less, but you will see what happens there, guys. Seems like one person's kind of moving through the interview process, and then I've been kind of studying like daily, probably for 20 to 60 minutes. And actually, I used to have a really crazy schedule where I was almost trying to study for like, oh, it was crazy. I was trying to study 2 hours each language, like 3 different languages. So a total of like 6 hours of studying for per day, almost like a job, really. But luckily, I've kind of just got this list of interview questions, and I'm going through that right now, for example, with SQL, C Sharp, stuff like that. And so also, I have to learn some things so that I can apply for jobs that require, for example, Docker, Kubernetes, stuff like that. But anyways, guys, that's kind of the stuff that I'm going through. And so I think things are kind of good for me, which is pretty cool. And I'm even talking to one of my old players who donated quite a bit a few months ago, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, I'm gonna give the one girl that didn't want to talk to me about like whatever was going on in her life or whatever. I'm gonna give her like a Monster energy drink. I like to give her like energy drinks to, it could be to cheer her up. Usually around times when I feel like she might be going through bad stuff or whatever. But anyways, even though she makes Facebook posts like that, she does still go see her ex like every week. So it's a little bit confusing. But there was during that time period, that one week where she was posting a lot about it, I could tell she wasn't seeing her ex during that week. So then he brought her flowers or whatever, and then she like kind of started seeing him again. So I guess like she likes flowers. But anyways, that's might be all that I have for you guys. I could give you more updates on some of the stuff if anything happens in the future. But yeah, I'm definitely like every time I go to the bar, I don't know if I told you guys or not, but everyone at the bar like knows someone I know, but I don't know any of these people personally. But most of them know one of my stepsisters, my brothers, or like one of my parents, basically. So that's kind of crazy. But I just have to like kind of ask them if they know those people, and then once they figure out that they we have mutual friends or family or whatever, then they think that that's pretty cool, and then they want to talk to me. So, anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys like tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have an update on whether or not the video can come out. I just realized it's Thursday already, so what we definitely want that video to come out Friday, Saturday, or Sunday or whatever. But anyways, peace out, guys.